nutrients and not cause any adverse effect to nutrients and not cause any adverse effect to consumers' health. Analysis of non-AOA sensor validation was carried out among 10 constrained panelists who were students of the University of Ibadan. A high-quality academic seal was used, with one being extremely slight and nine being extremely light. So the glycemic response was determined using the standard method of ground recall and price interaction. The volunteers participated and they were screened for anthropometric characteristics, biochemical characteristics, clinical characteristics, and so to ensure that they are very healthy and not seen, so that the results of the study will not be skewed. That's why they were screened. The biscuit samples selected for this study for the glycemic test were two biscuits with the most preferred taste and the one that had the highest fiber content. The descriptive statistics was used for the study. The classification of glycemic index was 55 for low glycemic index, and between 56 and 69 medium glycemic index, and 70 to 100 determined high glycemic index. So this is the result for the proximate analysis of biscuit. We can see that the biscuit with 100% tiger nut had the highest fiber, and that is the plantain flour had the least. The control biscuit had the least fiber. Then these are the other total carbohydrates of the biscuit content. This shows the consumer acceptability of the biscuit weight. The biscuit that had the highest acceptability was the biscuit made from 100% tiger nut flour and 0% plantain flour, closely followed by the biscuit with 50% tiger nut and 50% plantain flour. This is the graph showing the postprandial glycemic response of the participant after consumption of the biscuit. We can see that the reference group had the highest spike, followed by the control biscuit, then the biscuit with 50% tiger nut and 50% plantain flour. The biscuit with 100% had the lowest spike after this test. So after calculation, this has the having glycemic index and glycemic load for each of the biscuits. Now the difference between glycemic index and glycemic load is that glycemic load takes into account the actual amount of the carbohydrate consumed. Glycemic index measures glucose, not glucose. So for glycemic index, we just generally calculate it, but for glycemic load, we take into account the actual amount consumed to determine what the real impact of food consumed is on the blood. In conclusion, the biscuit made from the relation of tiger nut and plantain flour contain high amount of fiber. The biscuit with the 100% tiger nut had the lowest GI and the lowest GM. So we followed by that. Formulated biscuits were generally accepted by the panelists, and they expressed their interest in commercialization and sustainability of the product. Further, my recommendation is that further research can focus on how to improve the organoleptic property of the biscuit, because the texture and the color and the appearance of the biscuit, some of the analysts actually suggested that it will be better if they can see it and it looks better. Contribution to knowledge. The biscuits can be successfully formulated from traditional food ingredients. Fiber-rich biscuits provide a healthy snacking option for managing metabolic diseases. Then biscuits also serve as gluten-free replacement for biscuits. The biscuits provide a low sugar option for who want to opt for a low sugar snacking option for even adults and children. Thank you very much.
This is one executive of nutrient potential
if I can meet them. If you can meet them.
Then the recipe page, yes, you understand and accept that our education and what we teach you and what we teach you, what they are doing here among students. And that is why the actual recipe is used for the cultural relevance. Then, why did we create this and why is this developed? The problem with this existing institution habitats, they are likely for general use, not really age specific. But ours, usually, it's still not special institution students because and what we got all these activities, special institution students are likely adolescents, are young adults, and they are mostly ignored in most countries' nutrition intervention program. Other institutional applications focus on diet tracking alone, but ours, it helps to, ensure consistent food intake and also provide nutrition education, like I said, that are connected to student experiences. Furthermore, other nutrition applications have the good cultural relevance, but have an indigenous social relevance too, which includes the African and the Nigerian food recipe. To make healthy eating cultural and relevant, whether addressing poor food and amongst this unique development nutrition app is English speaks as it gives an overview of that personality. When you speak in speaks, what about my meal, then my speaks, what I use and your it sounds sorry. Okay, like I said before, this new speech prevents an innovative response to the limitations of existing nutrition applications. As is, okay, moving on to my recommendation. At this phase, I want to break you on because we actually need help with the adoption of this mobile application across different institutions so that this intervention will not just be on paper, but also that the students can make use of it and improve their quality habits. And also need the help of the government, health workers, to encourage the use and also help us to allocate funds for the development and deployment. Because it's not just okay for us to develop the app, it is also enough that we deploy it from Apple Store and Play Store. The contribution to knowledge. This research is actually unique. It says that it is. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Go to the place and presenter now. This is what you have.
My name is there, but I've not sent it. I tried sending it, but I did not work. He said I should wait. He said I should wait after this session. I'll send it. Alright, let's read that.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Eze and I'll be presenting on the nutrient potential of speckled African yam pea produce. Next slide.
Yes.
Now, the increasing demand for nutrient-dense, affordable, and functional food has necessitated attention in underutilized legumes like this speckled African yam pea and sweetener without artificial additive. And this sweetener I'm talking about is honey. Now, this African yam pea is an underexploited legume in Africa. Despite being nutrient-rich, it's still mostly untapped. Now, supplementing this African yam pea with honey in the form of paste enhances palatability and improves the nutritional profile of those ingredients, thereby making it a novel product. So, I evaluated the nutrient potential of speckled African yam pea honey paste. And when we are talking about the nutrient potential, we're talking about the protein, vitamin, and mineral composition. The materials and methods. The seeds, speckled African yam pea seeds, were purchased from Oriel by Isuka and identified the Department of Plant Science and Biotechnology. Then the natural honey, 1,500 grams, was purchased from OP, still in Isuka. Now the seeds were processed into flour and mixed with honey in a standardized ratio, meaning 4 parts of honey, which was 504 grams, to 1 part of the flour, which was 126 grams. So the protein composition, which consists of the moisture, fiber, ash, fat, carbohydrate, protein, then some selected minerals like iron, zinc, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, and vitamins, which included vitamins A, C, E, and B12 of the sample were determined using the standard method of AOAC 2010. Then the data obtained from the study was analyzed, and descriptive statistics was used to present the results of the analysis. And all the data were subjected to analysis of variance to generate the means and standard deviations. While Duncan multiple ranges was used to separate and compare these, then the level of significance was set at P less than 0.05. Now these are the results of my presentation. At the end, the proximate showed that the moisture content of this paste was 21.72%. The ash was 1.10%. The good protein was 23.89%, and it shows that it can be used to address protein energy malnutrition, especially in children. Then the good fat was 9.06, which was still okay and can be used for weight management. The crude fiber was 0.2, then the carbohydrate was 44.02%. For the vitamin, it contained a significant amount of beta-carotene, which was 221.40 microgram retinol acid equivalent. Then the vitamin C was also quite significant, 96.85 milligrams. The vitamin E was 15.32 milligrams. Then the vitamin B12 was 22.09 micrograms. Then moving on to the minerals, it was quite low in iron and zinc, which was 0.75 milligrams. Then the highest recorded was potassium, which was 227.96 milligrams, followed by calcium, which was 196.82 milligrams. Then we recorded magnesium at 55.40 milligrams. Next slide, please. So in conclusion, this speckled African yam honey paste is a nutrient-dense food, and it provided complete plant-based protein, dietary fiber, essential micronutrients, and antioxidants, which included vitamins A, C, and E. Then its nutritional profile makes it suitable for addressing protein energy malnutrition, especially in malnourished children, and micronutrient deficiencies. My recommendation is that sensory evaluation is recommended to improve consumer acceptability. Then the paste should also be promoted as a functional food, which will help in enhancing dietary diversity in developing countries like ours. Next slide, please. Now, its contribution to knowledge. There was a lot of contribution to knowledge from this research, and I only picked specifically 3 because of there was no much space. So the first one I'm going to talk about is that it introduces a new functional food product. If we are looking at our community, we will see that this speckled African yam paste is not a common product. In fact, nothing has been said about it. So this paste is a new functional food product, and it combines a combination of African yam bean, which is an underutilized label, and the natural sweetener, which is honey. Then the second one is that it provides scientific data on the nutrient potential of this paste, thereby expanding the nutritional database for our African indigenous foods. And lastly, it promotes the use of locally available and affordable crops instead of over-dependence or high reliance on imported or processed food. Why not go for our locally available and affordable food products? So these are the contributions to knowledge that I picked. So thank you.